Wizarding World's auror are the reason the wizards and witches feel safe and stay safe in the Wizarding World from dark wizards and criminals. And even in the dark days and during the Wizarding War 1 and 2, these aurors gave their everything to do their duties, and they are the strongest in the Wizarding World. So in this video we are gonna talk about 4 most strongest aurors like this, strongest not only by their magic but also their mind and willpower. So without wasting any moment, let's begin the video. Number 4. Alice and Frank Longbottom. You will see Alice and Frank Longbottom's name together always, and there is no point where these two parents are not mentioned together, just like Fred and Georgie Weasley. Well, it's because Alice and Frank Longbottom are grouped together because everything that's known about them applies on both. Their great powers, their great auror career, their parenting life, and being the member of the Order of the Phoenix. And sadly and ironically, they even got driven mad together. Whatever they did it together, whether it's surviving the World War or fighting the Death Eaters and capture them. Alice and Frank Longbottom are the bravest and having the strongest willpower. They are strongest because they have defied Voldemort 3 times without any fear and hesitation. And they not just defy but also fought many Death Eaters and put many of them in Azkaban. And they even managed to survive First Wizarding War. And they have strongest willpower because they have not give away the Voldemort's whereabouts when Bellatrix Lestrange, her husband, her brother-in-law, and Barty Crouch Jr. tortured them after the war ended. The Longbottoms withstood the Cruciatus curse for an incredible amount of the time, but were eventually driven mad by the torture. So you can see how strong they were, that even after endurable suffering, they have not spilled a pain about anything they knew. They chose death over the betrayal on order and tried their best to save the Wizarding World. They gave away their lives for the sake of the Wizarding World and eventually ended up driven mad for the rest of their lives. Number 3. Rufus Scrimgeour. Most of what is known about Rufus is related to his time as Minister for Magic, but not as an auror. We do know that Rufus' success as an auror qualified him to lead the ministry once the public knew that Lord Voldemort had returned. Rufus fought enough dark wizards that he was eventually promoted to head of the auror office, a post he occupied until his promotion to minister. His true power is demonstrated in the fact that he put up a valiant fight against Voldemort and refused to reveal Harry Potter's whereabouts. Even when brutally tortured, it's this kind of resilience that made Rufus an effective auror. And he could have been a strong minister if he had spent less time trying to make the ministry look good for the public instead of figuring out how to combat Voldemort and his followers. Number 2. Kingsley Shacklebolt. The Kingsley Shacklebolt is the second bravest and cleverest auror who have been part of multiple big fights of Wizarding World, such as the Battle of the Department of Mysteries and the Battle of the Seven Potters. And he also fought bravely during the Battle of the Hogwarts, and he just not fight the battle, he actually lead the battle plans. Because he was so clever too, he's been in the Ministry of Magic, he's been a politician, he was assigned to act as bodyguard for the Muggle Prime Minister, and he was the member of the Order of the Phoenix, and that too without anyone's notice. Even the Cornelius Fudge completely unaware about Kingsley's being part of the Order of the Phoenix. So you can say Kingsley Shacklebolt was completely under radar of ministry. So I think these all points are enough to make you guys realize how powerful plus clever Kingsley was, and he served a lot to his magical word, but unfortunately he met his end at the Battle of the Hogwarts when Dark Lord himself killed him. He fought bravely during the Battle of the Hogwarts, for which he helped create and lead the battle plan, and towards the end of it he held his own while dueling Voldemort. For his many powerful and courageous services, Kingsley was named Minister for Magic after the Second Wizarding War. Number 1. Alastor Mad-Eye Moody. The Moody family was a British pure-blood wizarding family, therefore he has a high reputation in the wizarding world. And there is no doubt that he is the most powerful auror of his time because half of the Death Eaters in the Azkaban were there just because of Alastor. And most Death Eaters who had faced Moody ended up in the Azkaban, but some like Ivan Rosier was killed when facing this deadly auror. Because there are only 2 ways for a criminal when they are facing Alastor. Either it's Azkaban or the death, and Alastor have killed many Death Eaters. Moody gained a reputation as a fierce auror during the First Wizarding War, and he continued to be a great service after the war ended, when he captured Igor Karkaroff, who gave away many Death Eaters' names, who were hiding underground in the Wizarding World, such as Boutica Jr. and Augustus Rockwood. And even after his retirement, Moody was still a key figure in the Order of the Phoenix and did a lot for the good of Wizarding World, and he was died saving Harry Potter during the Battle of Seven Potters. And it was Dark Lord himself who have killed Alastor Moody, and Lord Voldemort himself considered Moody to be the most skilled Auror during the Battle of the Seven Potters. Voldemort personally targeted Moody and killed him before pursuing Kingsley Shacklebolt. So you can imagine how powerful Alastor Moody was that even Dark Lord himself had to kill him to get Harry. And that being said, our video ends here. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you really did, then please hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you really like this video, and subscribe for more because I keep bringing Harry Potter stuff every day. And you can also follow me on Instagram, link is in the description, where I upload funny Harry Potter memes. And now I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care, goodbye, and stay away from the muggles.